You are now listening to Mr. Z Blackneffect.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Fair use, fair use. Fair use, fair use.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Women
You can
don't...
say broke. You hate to say broke because women don't self-identify as broke.
Ooh,
no. Let's just start right there. You didn't want to say it because I'm telling you why. Subconsciously, women don't identify themselves as being broke. They say another
That's
dude
not
broke
what it is.
because he can't take you where you can't afford to take yourself.
Broke is a mentality to me, and that's why.
All right, your mentality and your bank account is broke.
Okay.
You telling me I gotta be financially stable to date broke women? And they come pre-fucked? Oh, hell no. Double it and give it to the next person. I don't want it. I'm factory reset.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Oh, yo, Mike, that's you? That's crazy. Remember you said I wasn't gonna be shit? That shit so crazy, man. Like, lamb drop in the truck. You ain't got no car on the foot. Ah, tell that, nigga. What is you talking about? Drop in the truck.
Ew, what the fuck?
Oh, yes,
Please, sir. I want some more.
That provider should be all for the games until it comes to y'all sons. No, by all means. Let it apply to y'all kids too. Y'all be on here wholeheartedly agreeing with bitches. They be like, all men ain't shit, all niggas ain't shit. Fucking, they all dolls and blah, blah, fucking blah, until it comes to y'all sons. Right, because they kids now, they're not grown. So you don't see them that way. But y'all don't understand that y'all kids are going to be grown one day, and the motherfuckers going to see your kids the same way you see niggas right now. I don't think y'all understand that. They're not going to give a fuck that your son is fighting depression. They're not going to give a fuck about nothing your son got going on in his fucking life if he can't provide for them. I don't think y'all asses is realizing this shit. When it comes down to that shit, it affects your sons as well. Your sons are a part of that demographic as well. It don't fucking matter that little Johnny is 5 right now. Little Johnny's gonna get grown one day, and they're gonna see his ass the same fucking way. A sweet walking lick. Right. Raise your kids right, sons or daughters, so they don't go into the world with people who don't give a fuck about shit but nothing but money. Because y'all be failing to realize the shit that be going on the internet affects your kids too. Just because they asses is not grown don't mean it's not going to affect them. It's going to affect them too. The fuck?
Please, sir. I want some more.
Why are women more comfortable being financially independent than being in a romantic relationship? What's wrong with men? What's wrong with men? Women are going in a different direction, and it's going to cause a huge divide. It's not easier. Being financially independent, it's not easier. It's easier maybe for your mental, maybe for your heart. If you want to be financially successful, I feel like having a partner and
easiest way to get there.
It's the easiest way to rack up, to, have assets. And we're not having the correct conversation. And I feel like this really needs to be broken down. It's not as simple as like, all right, well, this is too much, and I'd rather be by myself than be with a We're up the system.
But like you said, you got to look at, like, how do we get here? How do we get here? It's like, so there's two paths. It's like, do we just encourage this behavior so that we can stand on our own 2 feet and not require or necessarily need a partner? Or do we figure out, like, as a society, like, where did we go wrong? The problem with that is that I think there are going to be so many different takes and opinions on how we got here.
There can be different takes and opinions, but the truth is, in both of those paths, two things have gone wrong. Our economy is absolute shit, so it's not like the world has become any easier for us to have this decision be the easier decision.
Especially for Black women. Figuring out like how we got here, and from there, like what do we do?
Us as a society in relationships, there's gender wars. We're not valuing each other.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that clip, make sure you...
Please, sir. I want some more.
So, I don't know who needs to hear this, but women are allowed to be broke. Yep, I said it. It's men that are not allowed to be broke. It's you men that are not allowed to be broke.
Something I recently learned is no matter how much you love your friends, if they're broke, do not invite them on the group trip, because I'm telling you, you will regret it. I'm like, Nisi, if you don't order yourself an Uber like we all just did and get over here, she's like, are you kidding me? Like, Uber's like $50 to $60. I don't even have that much. That's all the money I was going to use to eat this week. Girl, you only got $50, $60 to eat. That's going to be one meal on the beach.
I indeed also only want to be surrounded by bitches with money or some type of motion or some type of like, I'm sorry, I just cannot be around people who just are okay with being broke. You got 2 legs, 2 arms, a mouth, and you're not ready to go get you a job, and like, it don't even got to be a lot of money. Motherfuckers get mad when you don't want to invite them certain places. Like, I'm not finna invite you because I know you can't afford it, and I'm really trying to be like a good person and not embarrass you in front of all these people because I know what your situation looking like.
I'm hungry, but I'm with my broke best friend, and I guess she gotta eat too. But I'm just so tired of having to pay for everything. Like,
I don't want to kick it with nobody that's always broke. Like, that's just really irritating, because people who be broke, like, they don't understand that they in survival mode, and they don't even notice when they be trying to use people. Like, no, I don't want nobody coming around me. You always trying to smoke up my smoke. You always trying to drink up my drink. Like, no, like, I don't want to be bothered with that. Absolutely not. And then, like, you ain't never got no gas money, like, nothing to contribute to the kick it. Absolutely not.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Niggas be wondering why you don't fuck with them, nigga. I asked you for food. You huffed and puffed. Can I get another nigga?
We got another beggar on our hands, fellas. Clock that T. Look, a lot of these chicks be broke as fuck. Be living horrible lives. Like, they do their little makeup, get their little hair done, which is pretty cheap, you know? But they be living in the projects. They be living with their mamas, with their grandmas, with their aunties, with their best friend, sleeping on somebody's couch, don't have shit. Waiting for you to put on that cape and save a hoe. No, sir. Don't do it. You know, and they had 15, 20 dudes all trying to spend money, you know? Because these chicks be cute, don't get me wrong. But what the fuck they got to do with you handling your money? Another beggar. And I'm pretty sure she ain't the only one. It's 100,000, if not millions of them, waiting for you to come save them, waiting for you to spend your money. And some chicks, they be having their own money. Not all of them, not a lot of them, but some chicks be having their own money and still want you to spend yours. You know, they want you to spend your money on what they want, and they want to spend their money on what they want. Why everybody looking out for her? Who the fuck looking out for you? Nobody. Exactly. Stop doing that shit.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Are single in this economy, you are a bad bitch. You're paying your rent, you're paying your gas, you're paying for your food, and you're doing it all by yourself. You're a bad bitch.
Please, sir. I want some more.
We are the first generation of women in the entire history of humanity, literally, that is not hyperbole, to be this free. We do not need men anymore to make money, to have children, to have autonomy, to have strength, to have power, to vote, to create life. All of your ancestors are looking at you right now in awe of the amount of freedom and power we have. This is the first time in history that women are dating men solely for their character, and that's why no one is dating. Someone else said that on TikTok, so if you know who it is, tag them. This is blowing my mind. You don't have to subscribe to the patriarchy. The more you... Let me rephrase. The less you do for men, the less emotional labor and physical labor you do for the patriarchy, the more we support the matriarchy. The patriarchy cannot die if we are still enabling it by doing all of this free emotional labor. And it's on its way out, baby. It's on its way out, baby. Oh my God. Like, literally all of your ancestors are looking down at you. You are the first woman in the long line of women in your family to be this free. It's fucking cool.
Please, sir. I want some more.
I run a very, very strict program.
As a man,
As you should.
Only type of niggas I like is the niggas who see and do.
A real man.
What's your sign? If you and I are talking, we got about 3 to 4 months before we need to be on a vacation or take some sort of trip together. Can I have some money?
And if I say I'm hungry, do not send me no $20 to get no food.
Please, sir. I want some more.
You can't send me no money for my hair. You can't send me no money for my nails. You can't give me no money for no food. You can't give me no money on my rent. You can't give me no money on my car note. Can't give me no money on my car insurance. Can't give me no money on my phone bill. Can't give me no money on my light bill. Can't give me no money on my gas bill. All you can give me is dick. Bitch, get the fuck away from me. That's all I want to hear is you get the fuck away from me, bitch. Because I don't want to hear shit and you can't do shit for me. Fuck, I like out here just giving my coochie up and you can't do nothing for me. You can't buy a bitch nothing to eat. Let's be for real, like, fuck out of here. Fuck.
I run a very, very...
It's really women out here that's 40 years old, 41 years old.
Right.
Please, sir. I want some more.
You can't send me no money for my hair. You can't send me no money for my nails. You can't give me no money for no food. You can't give me no money on my rent. You can't give me no money on my car note. Can't give me no money on my car insurance. Can't give me no money on my phone bill. Can't give me no money on my light bill. Can't give me no money on my gas bill. All you can give me is dick. Bitch, get the fuck away from me. That's all I want to hear is you get the fuck away from me, bitch. Because I don't want to hear shit and you can't do shit for me. Fuck, I like out here just giving my coochie up and you can't do nothing for me. You can't buy a bitch nothing to eat. Let's be for real, like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga. Move the fuck on and move the fuck around because I'm ready to move on and move the fuck around too. Like, you say to me, oh, can I get some coochie? No, bitch, can I get some money? Fuck. So I gotta pay for cat? Yes. Yes, at this point, this pussy is for sale, bitch. You want some of it, you gotta give some money for it. I need nails, I need hair, I got bills, bitch.
Please, sir. I want some more.
It's really women out here that's 40 years old, 41 years old,
Right.
42 years old, 43 and up. They 43, 40. It's women that's literally 35 and up.
Okay.
Literally out here saying, I'm looking for a man to spoil me. 40-year-old, 36, 38, 39, 40, 45-year-old women saying they looking for a man to spoil them.
Right.
Baby girl, you are spoiled. You spoiled already.
Right.
It's young, ripe shit out here. It's young, ripe shit out here. You talking about you want a nigga to spoil you. You already went spoil you, baby. If I'm going to spoil you something, I'm going to get some of these young, ripe shit to spoil you that. You 45 years of spoiling already. What the fuck? Like, at that age, you need to be looking for a man that you can build with. You need to be finding a man who you respect,
who gonna take you serious and respect you and build with. Y'all still looking for princess treatment and y'all 50 years old. This shit is fucking phenomenal.
Please, sir. I want some more.
The wealthy will not marry you, and here's why. There's a term for this in economics, and it's called assortative mating. It's a tendency for people to marry others like themselves, high earners with high earners, college grads with college grads, and over the last few decades, the pattern has intensified. People don't choose partners from the entire population, they choose from people they actually meet. People from the same schools, same jobs, same cities. So marriage stops being random and becomes a lot more predictable. And this has consequences. Wealth doesn't come from income alone, it comes from stability, from true salaries instead of one, from shared risk, from access to better neighborhoods, better schools, and better networks. That's how advantage compounds. This is why today, who you marry matters almost as much as what you do, why upward mobility feels harder, and why effort alone is not enough to close the gap. Once assortative mating sets in, it reinforces itself. Children grow up in healthier homes, they get better education, they move to the same expensive cities, they meet people just like them, and they marry each other. So when people say anyone can make it, they're ignoring a part of the system that matters deeply. So if you feel like this economy isn't built for you, it's because in some ways it isn't. And it's not because we're failing as individuals, it's because wealth is concentrating 2 people at a time.
Please, sir. I want some more.
See, that's another thing. I'm about to start screening bitches. Like, if you on Section 8, or if you got anything going on with you going through like a bankruptcy, a crisis, or something, somebody just died in the family, and you need to make up the money, the difference to you know, for the funeral. Leave me alone. Don't come to me. I don't need those problems. Go to your family first. Why is the first instinct to go to a nigga that you don't really know like that?
To ask you for money?
Yes. What the f? Where are your family at? Where's your friends at? Like, aren't those the first people that you should, you know, think toward even moving to? Like, don't come to random guys. I hate that shit. Like I said, I'm about to start an application process. Like, they'll try to guilt trip you into giving them money. And I feel like that's the new norm. Like, they just utilize niggas for money, bro. I'm not with that.
I'm not with
What were you doing before I even came into the picture? How were you surviving? What were your means of survival?
Right. Well, another guy probably.
Shit. Yeah, then the cycle continues.
Yeah, it's like, this guy's done paying my bills. Now it's the next guy.
Right.
It's like you're in rotation. Who's the next guy paying my bills?
Please, sir. I want some more.
You telling me I gotta be financially stable to date broke women? And they come pre-fucked? Oh, hell no. Double it and give it to the next person. I don't want it. I'm factory reset.
Please, sir. I want some more.
The top 10%, the wealthiest Americans, are responsible for 49% of the consumer spending in the entire country. So 10% of the country is holding up half of the whole economy. And after that, the top 20% of households hold 75% of the economic wealth in the country. And Morgan Stanley's wealth management officer, Lisa Shallett, responded, "It is wackadoo. It's never been like this before."
Please, sir. I want some more.
This careless and quite frankly crass attitude that Black women in general have about being the most single and the most overweight is, in my opinion, more alarming than the stats themselves. Who gives a F? You should give an F. And I'm going to give you one reason why, among many, which I will be reporting on shortly. One big reason has to do with money and the life that will go on as you age. Black women, single, college educated, at age 60 and older, carry a median wealth of $11,000. In contrast to Black married women, $424,000. White unmarried women, $384,000. That's how the stats are laid out, y'all. So what does this mean? Simply put, it means you will age poor. You are not going to have any money. So the life that will go on is going to be rougher than you think, and more people are going to be crying than you'll admit.
Please, sir. I want some more.
The only time having a boyfriend is worth it is when he is able to fully support you and pay all your bills. I said it, and I'll say it again. The only time a man who is your boyfriend, he's not your husband, if you're gonna be a girlfriend to someone, he needs to be paying all your bills. Otherwise, why is he there? What is his purpose? If he's not, he's...
Please, sir. I want some more.
70% of Americans can't cover a $500 emergency. No flat tire, no doctor visit, nothing. How did we get here? Let's break it down. 1. Stagnant wages versus rising costs. Here's the hard truth. Wages have barely moved in the last 20 years, but costs for essentials? Skyrocketed. Housing, groceries, gas, and healthcare eat up most paychecks, leaving little or nothing to save. 2. Living paycheck to paycheck. Over 60% of people live paycheck to paycheck. That means one missed paycheck, one small crisis, and you're in the red. No cushion, no emergency fund. 3. Lack of financial education. Most of us were never taught how to manage money. We learn algebra, but not budgeting, credit scores, or compound interest, things that actually shape our financial future. 4. Debt trap. Credit card debt is exploding. People borrow just to survive, not to splurge, and then pay 25% interest. It's not bad spending. It's a broken system. But here's the good news. You can change your path. Start small. Build an emergency fund. Learn the basics of saving and investing. Comment ready if you want more bite-sized tips to take control of your money. Like this short and follow for financial facts that actually matter.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Nobody's getting richer. If you're an American, you have this powerful meme, which is the American dream. But that is not a reality for most people. The reality is you grind it out. Your savings are not worth what you thought they'd be. This whole promise of your pension and swanning around on a cruise ship around the Caribbean when you're older, living in a nice house, none of that is true. And it's because wages haven't gone up. So let's cut to somebody who's in their 30s now, because this is the really important cohort, I think, for this. They can't afford to buy a house. If I go back to when I was 30, I bought a house in London and it was 3.5 times salary. Yes, I was in finance. I was earning a high salary. You can't buy anything for 3.5 times your salary. Now that same place, if I took the same kind of young investment banker salary, is probably 8 or 10 times. So it's tripled in how expensive it is to just buy your first house. The average millennial is 36 years old. They can't afford to buy the house. So therefore, their future self is poorer. They have less savings. They've got debts from university. So they don't have the ability to get out of this trap. And then what we are finding is because of this, they're having to live with other people into their 30s. They don't have kids and they don't get married. And these numbers have collapsed since 1983, 80% to 62%. You're seeing the marriage rate halve. You're seeing the home ownership rate go from 50% to 30%. These are all expressions of the same problems, which is people know their future is fucked and they can feel it. They have a sense of desperation. You see then the same cohort of kids in their 30s doing 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs. That's not because they want to. Nobody wants to work 12-hour days, 7 days a week. It's because they have to. And their parents, the baby boomers, who are in their 70s and retiring, never had that. They were the richest generation the world had ever seen. So this is the first generation that won't be as rich as their parents.
Please, sir. I want some more.
I'm not submitting to no man that expect me to go 50-50. You want your wife to bear your children, cook, clean, work enough hours to handle big bills, and take care of you? You expecting me to pay big bills, baby? I'm gonna want some bussy when I get off of work. Fuck is you talking about? Bend that ass over. Let that bussy breathe. This what you wanted, right? 50-50, right? And I do mean assume the position when I get off of work. As soon as I get off of work, that ass better be tooted up. As soon as he get up off me, I'm gonna look at him like, my turn. My turn.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Niggas be so quick to let me take you on a trip. Let me take you on a trip. Pay a fucking bill. Pay a bill. Pay a goddamn bill.
Always begging. Damn.
Can we get on the phone? No, get on the phone with billing. Don't talk to me. Talk to billing.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Wait, top tier. Your dick is not equal to my fucking pussies. Point blank,
His
period.
dick ain't equal to your fucking bills neither.
God damn. Look, at the end of the day, I ain't
Them
fucking
bills
no broke ass
them
nigga.
bills got your name on it. They don't have his dick name on it.
At the end of the day, I ain't fucking no broke ass nigga. Do what you want with your pussy.
Yeah, you
but
don't
this
have to
pussy
fuck
got
no
a price
broke
tag
ass
on
nigga.
it. Straight up.
Look, no, You can fuck a nigga that ain't broke. That's not a problem. But just because he ain't paying your bills, don't mean he fucking broke. That mean it ain't his goddamn responsibility. Your bills got your name on it. It don't have his dick name on it.
Okay, you're right. I land my plane.
You see how that
Please, sir. I want some more.
Back in your consumer news this morning, do you have enough savings to potentially cover an emergency that could cost you about $1,000?
Yeah, a recent survey from Bankrate says about half of Americans, less than them really, would be able to pay for a bill like that. Only about 41% of people actually said they've got enough savings on hand to cover a $1,000 emergency. 25% say they'd have to put it on a credit card, which certainly means that could become a lot more if you don't pay it off in time. Talk about those interest rates. 27% said they've got no emergency savings at all.
Oh.
Please, sir. I want some more.
And let's normalize dating with your tax bracket. If you see that a woman is funding her own lifestyle, taking herself on trips out the country, buying her dream car, living her dream life, booking her own reservations, going to the nicest restaurants in town, and you can't double that, why are you trying to talk to her? We're confused. Find a woman within your price range.
Please, sir. I want some more.
You telling me I gotta be financially stable to date broke women? And they come pre-fucked? Oh, hell no. Double it and give it to the next person. I don't want it. I'm factory reset.
See, almost 30 minutes. Almost 30 minutes, right? Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. Let's do that fair use again. Let's do that fair use again, Mr. Z Ramen. Fair use, fair use. Fair use, fair use. And what do we have here? Oh boy. Black women median individual income. And according to Black demographics, this is what the AI off of Google got us from Black demographics, and it says nationally, the median annual individual earnings for Black women working full-time year-round are roughly $49,000. So $49,000 a year. Okay. This translates to a median of about $956 per week. When looking at all workers with any earnings, that's for Black women, that's part-time and full-time. So that 49,000 is for full-time workers plus, right? Let's read that again. When looking at all workers with any earnings, including part-time, the median figure is closer to $32,000 to $33,000 a year. That's the more accurate number. Well, damn. You wanna know why they're dry begging?
Please, sir. I want some more.
You wanna know why they gotta split the check and they hell on the waiter when they're at restaurants with their girlfriends?
Please, sir. I want some more.
What happens when you're not attached to a man, Black man, and you in the struggle as most of you are, ladies? Huh? What happens? Well, you have about $32,000, $33,000 to play with, and that's it. If we're generous, we'll go with the 49,000 on average. If we're generous, huh? Yeah. You want to know why they so broke? Why they dry begging? Why they trying to get twos and fews, $200 from that guy, a discount from this guy, a discount from this woman? the lookout from that person, and we're black. Oh, you imagine? What does their autonomy cost?
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? Autonomy. And let's see if Mr. Z could read this and the definition of this. The quality or state of being autonomous as the quality or state of being independent, free, and self-directing. Huh. And today's title, once again, is The Cost of the Lady's Autonomy, right? Being independent, free, and self-directing. That's the first definition. Second definition, the quality or state of being self-governing, especially the right of self-government. Well, ladies, you don't have to listen to the men. Dear black women, you don't have to listen to black men. And well, enjoy your life and probably the struggle, because the majority of black people are somewhere in the working class, working poor, if you're lucky, lower middle class. And well, that's you. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? Meanwhile, you let your average black woman talk. You let your average black woman talk, whether she's educated or not, whether she's doing well or not, right? Everything from the young lady flipping the burgers all the way to the women in the C-suite in the corner office. And they all talk like, well...
Oh, yo, Mike, that's you? That's crazy. Remember you said I wasn't gonna be shit? That shit so crazy, man. Like, lamb drop in the truck. You ain't got no car on the foot. Ah, tell that, nigga. What is you talking about? Drop in the truck.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. Delusions. Huh? For those of you that don't get that skit, my chat is way smarter than that. She thought she was showing off, but she's delusional. She's homeless practically. She's homeless. Huh? Stray jacket. She done gone mad. Huh? Because that's the truth of the matter. We know that the ladies don't got it when they single. You know how we know?
Because ain't nobody trying to be 60 and broke. I'm gonna keep it a buck. The data in this chart sucks, but there's hope. So the data in this chart suggests that black women who have a degree but are single at 60 have a net worth of $11,000, which, as we know, that's just not enough to live off of. Whereas if you're married and have a college degree at 60, you have a net worth of around $424,000. And the reason why I say this sucks is because I don't particularly like something that is beyond my control to be able to impact the quality of my life. Like, it's literally not within our control if we're married at 60. I mean, we have influence on that, but it's like, it's 50-50, right? It takes two to tango. And so that does suck.
Yeah. Why so clip heavy today? We're emphasizing the cost of the lady's autonomy. Mr. Z had a conversation today earlier. Reckless, don't put it in comments. Reckless tax in effect. And in the conversation, it was with another brother. We were speaking on the women's independence in their freedom and their autonomy and what it cost them. And we were recounting so many women, namely black women, of course, in the ways they try to get around the struggle, right? Having somebody but pay for their lunch here, right? Having somebody slide them 20, 40 bucks there. And all of that amount to a couple $100 that they were able to save this month, right? The fact that so many of them are $40 they got to stretch until they get paid in the next 3 days, 4 days. And that's the cost of their autonomy. Huh? Why they putting on? Why they're pretending? The ladies aren't doing well. A handful of outliers, particularly in the Black community. We have a handful of outlier women. Huh? But in reality, for the majority of them, it's...
Please, sir. I want some more.
That's the truth. Dry begging. Dry begging. Huh? Dry begging while still talking and speaking arrogantly.
I'm supposed to settle for a regular type dude.
So I'm supposed to settle for a regular type dude? Y'all don't got it. Y'all broke. And you're allowing white society, white feminists, radical feminists, other Black women to keep you borderline destitute. We know the numbers. We know y'all don't got it. Huh? Oh, well, you look at that. Huh? Asians, U.S. household income, $111,000. Actually, last time I checked, I think it was like 127, but you know, what's a little $16,000 a year? Huh? All the bragging ass Africans, shout out to my folks from the motherland, all put together was that 66,000. Haitian descent, that's us, y'all, 71,000. White folks, 83,000. Total US, 77,000. Huh? Caribbean in aggregate, 72,000. Same thing with the Ethiopians. Hispanic Latino, 69,000, so you could just say 70. ADOS FBA, 53,000. Huh? So pretty much if you're not Asian, and really, no, you know what? Actually, that number is correct about Asians because it's the Indians that are bringing that number to 127. Indians in specific are 127. Indian Americans, if I'm not mistaken, are the ones that are $127,000 a year. I guess when you take Asians in aggregate, that's South and East Asians and Southeast Asians, I think that's when you get to $111,000, right? So pretty much if you're not Asian in America, you're not making 100. And yet we hear from so many Black women about how kick-ass Black women are doing. Huh? And thank you, No Heroes. Z got his homework on the screen. All Hair Balamuccio says proof of concept streams. Every once in a while we got to do one of these streams. Shout out to you, All Hair Balamuccio. Shout out to you, right? And shout out to you, No Heroes. Every once in a while we got to do these streams because Mr. Z says it, but folks got to see it, right? They got to see the charts. And shout out to Black Demographics. Shout out to Pew Research. Shout out to the BLS, right? Bureau of Labor Statistics. Because we keep on hearing how well the ladies are doing. Are they? And this stream is not about the ladies. This is about Black men. Dear Black men, particularly single Black men who are in the dating scene, appreciate the ladies are going dry beg. They don't got it. They going dry beg. They're struggling. This is what their autonomy cost.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? They're going to try to find little slick ways of dry begging.
And let's normalize dating with your tax bracket. If you see that a woman is funding her own lifestyle, taking herself on trips out the country, buying her dream car, living her dream life, booking her own reservations, going to the nicest restaurants in town, and you can't double that, why are you trying to talk to her? We're confused. Find a woman within your price range.
Here's the kicker, everyone. Whether she has it financially or not, she doesn't want to spend her own money. That's the catch. Whether a woman has it financially or not, whether she's doing well financially or not, she's not trying to spend her money. So for the ladies that might fall on this stream and you're doing pretty damn well, you single, you have your own apartment or your own home or your own condo, but you're expecting paymaster extraordinaire. You're one of the folks that say to the other ladies, well, if you can't do it for yourself, why are you asking a man? But you're still subtly suggesting to the men around you to pay up. And you think you found that little gap. You're like, hey, look, I could afford it myself. I'm just asking you to afford it too. And then pay for it. Dear ladies that think you think you're the exception to the rule because you making your 80, 90, 100, 120, 150, particularly black women. So you're like, I'm not asking for anything I can't do for myself. You still dry begging.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? They think they exception to the rule because she earned. I'm not asking for anything I don't do for myself. I can't do for myself. You still dry begging. Yawn. Huh? Black family income. Married couple, $100,000. Man, no wife, 57. Wife, no man, 44,000. That's a nice little gap, people. That's a nice little gap. Dear ladies. Huh? Yikes. All these free autonomous women. All these free autonomous women. Pretty much all of you.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? You damn right. And because we don't see women as being broke, that's not something we think of. We don't call women broke. We don't really insult women for not having money. And to be frank with you, I don't know if I am ever going to do that. But ladies, you did march and fight for equality, though. Uh-oh. I mean, you did fight and march for equality, and so many of you ladies are talking about how broke black men are. Dear black women, so many of you are speaking about how broke black men are and how black men don't have any resources and how black men are not doing well financially. And the truth of the matter is that y'all don't got it. Huh? Uh-oh. You damn right we came with our homework today. The ladies are broke. With the homegirl sit flat purse. They broke. And they're spending their money on their wants and looking for you to supply them with their needs. Or they're paying for their needs barely and praying to God that you could pay for the wants. They're broke.
Please, sir. I want some more.
And all of this in the environment where the top 10%, and I can't believe I don't have the clip with the top 20, the top 20%, I think that is the clip, actually, I'm gonna play it again. The top 20%, as Mr. Z was saying, 75, I thought it was 80, but it's 75% of the consuming is done by the top 25%. Well, hasn't Mr. Z been saying that? I'm just saying. Play it again, Z.
The top 10%, the wealthiest Americans, are responsible for 49% of the consumer spending in the entire country. So 10% of the country is holding up half of the whole economy. And after that, the top 20% of households hold 75% of the economic wealth in the country. And Morgan Stanley's wealth management officer, Lisa Shallett, responded, "It is wackadoo. It's never been like this before."
Dear black men, Do not allow and stop allowing for anyone to make you feel less than, unaccomplished, especially compared to other men. They don't got it together. Huh? As Lion would say, what money? That's the K-shaped economy right there that Mr. Z speaks of often. Top 20%, 75% of the wealth. That's 3/4 of the wealth. No, sorry, said that wrong. Said that wrong. 3/4 of the consuming. That's the life that women, black women, are attempting to imitate. That's the life that black women are attempting to imitate. That top 20%. That's doing 75% of the consuming. The top 20%. And then they dry begging you, trying to hustle you to pay for these trips, to pay for that bag. Huh? Because she's struggling. And that wealth gap is a chasm now. And that's for the general American populace. What happens when you include race on it? And you're dealing with your average black woman that's earning some 30 some odd $1,000 a year. If she lucky, $40,000 a year. If she really lucky, $50,000 a year. And she's single. And she's looking at the white girl with the however expensive bag, $1,500 bag. She's looking at the small hat woman with the $2,000 and $5,000 bag. She's looking at the Arab woman with the $5,000 bag. Wait a minute, the Arab woman is married though. The small hat woman is married though. The white woman is married though. The South Asian woman is married though. They all earn more than the black woman on top of that, and they're married. Uh-oh. Huh? Yikes. What does your autonomy cost you, ladies? Well, first it costs you your sanity, and it costs you any chance at the middle class, definitely upper middle class or rich. It costs you that. Huh? And then y'all have these delusions of grandeur and get back and, huh? As Trell Bentley would say, these class reunion flex. That's what y'all want, the class reunion flex. Y'all fantasize about it. Flexing on ex-boyfriends, flexing on the cute girl from high school or the girl that was the cute girl in high school. And when we see you, for the majority, because the majority of us are regular people, when we see you, we see the delusion in your face.
Oh, yo, Mike, that's you? That's crazy. Remember you said I wasn't gonna be shit? That shit so crazy, man. Like, lamb drop in the truck. You ain't got no car on the foot. Ah, tell that, nigga. What is you talking about? Drop in the truck.
Ew, what the fuck?
Oh, yes,
And Leon says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Leon says, the market of selling possibility over probability. Oh, that's the ladies all day. That's the ladies all day, because you sound like a naysayer when you tell them what the real is. You sound like a loser and a naysayer when you tell them what the real is. Huh? Meanwhile, oh, what does this say, everyone? Black men outnumber black women in every income bracket above $50,000 a year. Black men outnumber black women as billionaires, millionaires, black folks that earn $100,000 a year or more. $65,000 to $100,000 a year. $50,000 to $65,000 a year. Huh? It's not until you get to 50,000 and below do black women start outnumbering black men for those income brackets. So when black women keep saying they're going out with bum broke men, who are you talking about? Huh? Who are you talking about? Uh-oh. When black women keep on speaking about running into just the loserest of loser men. Loserous Z, you heard right. And black men's general attitude, increasingly, especially Gen Z, their general attitude to the dating scene concerning black women, quite frankly, all women, more and more in America, oops, but definitely black women. Well,
You telling me I gotta be financially stable to date broke women? And they come pre-fucked? Oh, hell no. Double it and give it to the next person. I don't want it. I'm factory reset.
you want to know why your men, your young men especially, are not cold approaching and walking up to you? Huh? You want to know why they're not showing up to this speed dating events, matchmaking events, and mixers? Huh? Shout out to all of us who are in the dating scene now. Oh boy, Mr. Z is dreading this.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? Mr. Z is dreading that. Oh. For real, Z? Jesus. Huh? We know. Your girlfriends, Mr. Z, you gonna play that clip again? Yep. Your girlfriends are telling us how broke y'all are. They don't even want to go out with y'all. I want to be very clear. When you speak to older gentlemen who are dating after a divorce, late 40s, 50s, 60s, I want y'all to appreciate even the 60-year-old black women don't got it together financially. For real, Z? Yes. Don't let the outliers fool you. Once again, even your girlfriends are saying they don't want to go out with y'all.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but women are allowed to be broke. Yep, I said it. It's men that are not allowed to be broke. It's you men that are not allowed to be broke.
Something I recently learned is no matter how much you love your friends, if they're broke, do not invite them on the group trip because I'm telling you, you will regret it. I'm like, Nisi, if you don't order yourself an Uber like we all just did and get over here, she's like, are you kidding me? Like, Uber's like $50 to $60. I don't even have that much. That's all the money I was going to use to eat this week. Girl, you only got $50, $60 to eat? That's going to be one meal on the beach.
I indeed also only want to be surrounded by bitches with money or some type of motion or some type of like, I'm sorry, I just cannot be around people who just are okay with being broke. You got 2 legs, 2 arms, a mouth, and you're not ready to go get you a job, and like, it don't even got to be a lot of money. Motherfuckers get mad when you don't want to invite them certain places. Like, I'm not finna invite you because I know you can't afford it, and I'm really trying to be like a good person and not embarrass you in front of all these people because I know what your situation looking like.
I'm hungry, but I'm with my broke best friend, and I guess she gotta eat too. But I'm just so tired of having to pay for everything. Like,
I don't want to kick it with nobody that's always broke. Like, that's just really irritating because people who be broke, like, they don't understand that they in survival mode and they don't even notice when they be trying to use people. Like, no, I don't want nobody coming around me. You always trying to smoke up my smoke. You always trying to drink up my drink. Like, no, like, I don't want to be bothered with that. Absolutely not. And then, like, you ain't never got no gas money, like, nothing to contribute to the kick it. Absolutely not.
They're broke. Huh? Terrell said, welcome to the dark side. Huh? What's going on, Adric? Adric says, Z bought receipts. Z bought receipts. They're broke. No Hero says, the beautiful ones. The guys with no money, but all the look, swagger, and game. And then you imagine Mr. Z is dreading this. Goddamn, Z, you've been thinking. I've been thinking. Shout out to Beyonce. She said I've been drinking though. You gonna go out with her? She gonna take that doggy bag to the beautiful one with no money, who's waiting in her bed. Oh, the horror. She don't got no money. He don't got no money, but he gonna be slinging. That's his payment. Huh? Not me. And we know that's what's going on in the dating scene because the young men and young women are saying that's what they doing.
Niggas be wondering why you don't fuck with them, nigga. I asked you for food, you huffed and puffed. Can I get another nigga?
We got another beggar on our hands, fellas. Clock that T. Look, a lot of these chicks be broke as fuck. Be living horrible lives. Like, they do their little makeup, get their little hair done, which is pretty cheap, you know? But they be living in the projects. They be living with their mamas, with their grandmas, with their aunties, with their best friend, sleeping on somebody's couch, don't have shit. Waiting for you to put on that cape and save a hoe. No, sir. Don't do it. You know, and they had 15, 20 dudes all trying to spend money, you know? Because these chicks be cute, don't get me wrong. But what the fuck they got to do with you handling your money? Another beggar. And I'm pretty sure she ain't the only one. It's 100,000, if not millions of them, waiting for you to come save them, waiting for you to spend your money. And some chicks, they be having their own money. Not all of them, not a lot of them, but some chicks be having their own money and still want you to spend yours. You know, they want you to spend your money on what they want, and they want to spend their money on what they want. Why everybody looking out for her? Who the fuck looking out for you? Nobody. Exactly. Stop doing that shit.
No one's looking out for you because you're supposed to be paymaster. By the way, if anyone can find the original of this, please and thank you. Send it to Z. Emails in the description box. Talking about that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. If anybody could find this original.
Niggas be wondering why you don't fuck with them, nigga. I asked you for food, you huffed and puffed. Can I get another nigga?
We got another beggar.
And by the way, she is begging. She really is doing one of these.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? When they start, a real man, once the ladies, especially in the black community, a real man knows, a real man should, a real man, yawn. To all the young brothers, I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, especially if you out here in this dating scene. Oh, Mr. Z's dreading it. Oh.
Very, very strict program.
As a man,
As you should.
Only type of niggas I like is the niggas who see and do.
a real man. What's your sign?
If you and I are talking, we got about 3 to 4 months before we need to be on a vacation or take some sort of trip together.
Can I have some money? And if I say I'm hungry, do not send me no $20 to get no food.
Oh, it's grim. Oh, it's dark. This is the cost of their autonomy, trying to piece together this situation with that situation. This stream is for the men. This is definitely for single men. The cost of the ladies' autonomy. Don't subsidize them. Let them eat every bit of their autonomy, unless you, of course, you're okay with tricking. Mr. Z don't know if he's anti-tricking. Mr. Z ain't gonna trick, but I don't know if I'm anti-tricking in principle. Huh? Terrell said it's cheaper to trick off. Huh? Say that. Adric says, modern day Oliver. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. I got you, Adric. We'll play it again.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? That is what it is, Oliver. It's coping. It's dry begging. It's begging while trying to still maintain your pride, right? In your dignity. But they begging. especially with this growing wealth chasm. All these ladies begging, we know what it is. Y'all don't got it. We know that. The struggle is real. And young men are tired of it. Black men are tired of it. We're tired of hearing how kick-ass women are doing, particularly black women. And in reality, y'all in the struggle.
Please, sir. I want some more.
I really want to pull a Cat Williams in one of his standards, like, don't play it no more.
Please, sir. I want some more.
It's so to the point. That's why Mr. Z is spamming the hell out of it. It's so to the point. That is the ladies, and the men are tired. We know y'all struggling. You're struggling. You don't want to get on a man's program. You want your autonomy, and well, this is what your autonomy cost. Oliver Twist. This is what your autonomy cost.
See, that's another thing. I'm about to start screening bitches. Like, if you on Section 8, or if you got anything going on with you going through like a bankruptcy, a crisis or something, somebody just died in the family and you need to make up the money, the difference to you know, for the funeral, leave me alone. Don't come to me. I don't need those problems. Go to your family first. Why is the first instinct to go to a nigga that you don't really know like that?
To ask you for money?
Yes. What the where are your family at? Where's your friends at? Like, aren't those the first people that you should, you know, think toward even moving to? Like, don't come to random guys. I hate that shit. Like I said, I'm about to start an application process. Like, they try to guilt trip you into giving them money. And I feel like that's the new norm. Like, they just utilize niggas for money, bro. I'm not with that.
I'm not with
what were you doing before I even came into the picture? How were you surviving? What were your means of survival?
Right. Well, another guy probably.
Shit. Yeah, then the cycle continues.
Yeah, it's like, this guy's done paying my bills. Now that's the next guy.
Right.
It's like you're in rotation. Who's the next guy paying my bills?
Addressing Adric's comment. Adric says, I may have missed it. Did someone piss off Z? No, we don't have a individual piss off story. Existential dread, that part. Grim environment, we know that. But no interaction that pissed off Z. It's you know, we're speaking to the Black manosphere about the dry begging, the begging, the soft shoe begging, right? And it was inspired by a conversation that did not piss me off, to answer. A conversation I had earlier with another brother, and we were speaking about being out in the dating scene and this kind of like dry begging from Black women, right? And the I want to say subtle suggestion, but it's not really that subtle. It's not really implied, right? Of like, you know, it would be nice if you paid for this. It would be nice if you looked out here. It would be nice if you huh? Oh man. So no, Adric, it's not no individual person pissed Z off. No, to answer your question. Exactly. and yeah, you're a provider, right? Exactly. You provide, as Indigo Flow would say, you're a provider now, boo. Huh? And that's what it is. Right? So no, to Adric's comment, right? So the struggle is real, and I'm also playing these other clips to emphasize the economic environment. That's why I'm playing this.
The top 10%, the wealthiest Americans, are responsible for 49% of the consumer spending in the entire country. So 10% of the country is holding up half of the whole economy. And after that, the top 20% of households hold 75% of the economic wealth in the country. And Morgan Stanley's wealth management officer, Lisa Shallett, responded, "It is wackadoo. It's never been like this before."
Right. So that's why I'm playing clips like that, because I want to emphasize the environment. It's not really about getting at the ladies. That's not what we're doing here, particularly today. But we are speaking about what's informing this dry begging, right? We appreciated what, once again, we still are black. We appreciate the environment, we appreciate the struggle, we know what it is. But let's be very clear, the ladies' autonomy cost them everything. Their ability, what happens when you don't have FU money, but you have FU spirit? Ooh, you don't have FU money, but you have FU aspirations concerning men, in particular black men. You don't got FU money. You don't have forget you money. You don't have I do what I want money. Right? You don't have that. But you have I do what I want personality. You have I do what I want aspirations. Now what? Huh? Especially in a world where marriage is exacerbating the wealth chasm. Not even gap, the wealth chasm. What happened then?
Yeah, I would argue marriage is becoming a luxury product. I want you to think about this. Divorce rate among wealthy families has plummeted, and then you got middle and lower income marriages collapsing like never before. So the question is why? Because marriage has shifted from romance to resources. The affluent treat marriages like a merger of equals, shared assets, aligned goals, and a stable base for kids. And then meanwhile, everyone else, at least in the lower demographics, they see it as a risk. Financial instability, debt, of course, higher odds of collapse. So marriage is no longer this default path. It's a strategic decision, and it's increasingly reserved for those with money, with stability, those who share this long-term vision. And if you're building a business, I want you to ask yourself this. Are you treating the marriage as this emotional gamble or as the ultimate partnership deal?
And Gitmo says, you don't have FU money, you have FU delusions. Say that, right? And also to address what Adric said earlier, I also don't want to be MJ Gray, right? Like all that coping. And then look, when Mr. Z was in a relationship, now that I'm out of a relationship, that's one thing I'm not going to do. Especially when I know I have a sizable chunk of brothers under the age of 24 and definitely under the age of 30 that listen. We're not going to be doing the coping thing on this channel.
Yes, I've made a lot of contradictory videos because this whole account has been a stream of authentic consciousness. It has just been me showing up at whatever phase that I'm at in my life, honestly, as a coping mechanism.
That's what we won't be doing. That's Yitch made as hell. She's a white woman. She could get away with that. Homegirl led them on with all this anti-man content. Turned around and got proposed to by a white dude with a little bit of change, with more than a little bit of change, with some money, and she she ran off. Huh? She ran off. Mr. Z always tell y'all, I still mean it. I'm still on that. You meet a woman on your program, a black woman on your program, you grab her hand and you run for your life. Keep her away from your your gender warring cousins and them, the sexist younger sister, the feminist aunties. Grab her hand and run. Mr. Z will not be the black male version of MJ Gray. That's what we're not going to do. You need to stay away from these women. Nope. That's Yitch made. You see what I'm saying? and no hero says, look, the Mr. Z channel was just a stream of consciousness as coping mechanism for my relationship status. See, that's what we're not going to do. Huh? Insanity. But once again, the white woman could get away with that. Mr. Z will not be Paris Milan. I will not be Paris Milan's another one. All that thin cell talking, anti-black male talking. You know who? What she said? You know who chose better? Kamala chose better. Serena chose better. Who else? She said she was just listing on black women that were with white men. Who else did she say? She said Kamala chose better. Serena chose better. I got the clip, by the way. Oh no, I put it on the USB. I lost. Damn it! No. Did I keep that one? I might be able to find that. I should have been loaded that clip. That's my fault. That's my fault. But yeah, Kamala chose better. Serena chose better. Who else she said? Susan Rice chose better. Who else? Whoever else she said that chose better. But yeah, right. And then little do her subscribers know she's engaged to a black man. Yeah, he's an African brother, but yeah, engaged to a black man. Did she get married and not tell her subscribers? And she got threatened on being doxxed, and that's when she finally told her subscribers that she was married. She had recently got married. Huh? Oh yeah, she said Eve chose better. Yeah, she did say Eve chose better. Yes, L's active. Thank you for that. Yeah, she did say Eve chose better. Serena chose better. Kamala chose better. Eve chose better. Meanwhile, you engaged to an African brother. Yeah. So we're not gonna do that. That's not what we're gonna do on this channel. These folks don't have any integrity. None. So we can speak about the dating woes and the struggle. What we're not gonna do is encourage our subscribers, especially our young subscribers, to be 28 years old, 25 years old, monk mode. Cut it out. Huh? Desert D. Because Mr. Z going through it. Absolutely not. And then Mr. Z mess around and end up in a situation and be like, oh, what had happened was, huh? Because isn't that how the ladies play it? Isn't that how the ladies play it? We see that for those of us coming from black households, when mom's not happy, nobody happy. She gonna make sure of it. When mom's not happy, the whole house is miserable. We don't do that over here. Panda Man says, damn, they was finna dox her. Yeah, she was going back and forth with the mixed girl brigade. I forgot what they call it, the Golden Sphere or something like that. Yeah, it was Chrissy and Paris Malone on one side, and then it was a bunch of mixed light skinned girls on the other side, and it got so bad that they were doxing Paris, and they were gonna drop a bunch of information on her. So she ran a front of the story, told her subscribers she was married, tried to minimize why she didn't say it. She tried to pull a Drake. I wasn't trying to hide my marriage from the world. I was trying to hide the world from my marriage. But yawn. Yeah, all them crap ass excuses she was using. Yeah, Exoticals United. Yeah, thank you. Huh? But the cost of the autonomy is real. And you know what happened? You mess around and you listening to a Paris Malone who's not being truthful with you about what's informing. It's just the money for her. Shout out to my subscribers. Shout out for the super chats and the cash apps. Talking about that cash app link is scrolling on the bottom of the screen. But, you know, Mr. Z do this for the love. I love the game. Right? Thank y'all for the cash app and the super chats, but this is for the love. Paris was doing it for the money. Then she messed around, got married, had enough money, started her business, and I don't know where is she on Patreon or whatever the hell? Yeah. Oh, yeah, Balamucho says she was copping please. She was copping please. Thank you, Getmo. Beware of relationship grifters. That's one thing we're not doing over here. And shout out to the rest of the Black Manosphere. Brothers be married, brothers get divorced, brothers be single, brothers get in relationships, brothers be in situationships, and you can't tell from the rhetoric. We got brothers with daughters. We got brothers with only daughters. Huh? We got brothers with son and daughter. We got brothers that only got boys. The rhetoric don't change over here. We got brothers who've been married for 3 and 4 decades. Huh? We got brothers who are in 60-40 split financial in their relationships. We got brothers who made their wife a stay-at-home wife for over 3 decades. The rhetoric don't change over here. Get on a black man's program. Or you will feel the wrath, once again to the title, the cost of the ladies' autonomy. Huh? That's what it is. The rhetoric don't change whether Mr. Z in a relationship or not. Huh? And what we won't do is be Paris Milan or MJ Gray. MJ Gray literally said it was a stream of consciousness. Honestly, a coping mechanism. I was using this as a coping mechanism. She said it. Y'all know Mr. Z was going to clip that. Oh, I love when they're so on the nose. It's so overt. They leave you no room, no wiggle room, no room for interpretation. Period. Period. They leave no space. Now, you know the ladies still gonna call, please. Oh, you know what you expect from a skinny white girl? No. Stop. Cut it out. All of you ladies are doing coping mechanism. That's what the gender war is. You're delusional and you're using anti-male spaces on the interwebs to cope with your delusions not being met. Huh? As Gitmo said, you don't got FU money, but you got FU delusions. The worst. Huh? Meanwhile, the struggle is real. Meanwhile, the ladies are...
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? And talking about that, how did I not realize this? And shout out to Gitmo. We're going to leave this up for this. Gitmo, the clip I've been spamming, the other clip I've been spamming this whole time, goes right to what you're saying. You don't have FU money, but you have FU delusions. Play the clip that go with it, Z.
Oh, yo, Mike, that's you? That's crazy. Remember you said I wasn't gonna be shit? That shit so crazy, man. Like, lamb drop in the truck. You ain't got no car on the foot. Ah, tell that, nigga. What is you talking about? Drop in the truck.
Ew, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah,
Huh? That clip goes perfect to what Gitmo is saying. And Leon says, and this is a great comment, Leon says, and this is the bigger picture, shout out to Leon, and Leon says, Z, LOL, my mom came to me and said, my stepdad is not nice. I said, so what if he's not nice? You married him when I was in the 7th grade, and he helped me with my homework and played NBA 2K, Halo with me. The bigger picture. And if he's still around, as your kids get older, he's going to be playing video games with them too. Huh? Mess around, let him teach them how to ride a bike. Right? Either him or your dad. Or you see what I'm saying? It's more important stuff. I feel you, Leon. It's more important stuff than him being a grump. And a curmudgeon. And he did homework with me and he played 2K with me in Halo. Leave that man alone. Stop stressing him out so he could be around to play video games with my kids. Huh? Gitmo said, I think that's my new favorite skin. Okay, Gitmo, I'm going to keep it around. I'm going to keep it around for a little while. We give it a couple months. Huh? Because that's the get back fantasy for the ladies. That's the get back fantasy. Shout out to Trell Bentley. Like he said, that's the class reunion flex. That's the starting on my ex. That's the fantasy. That's literally the fantasy. She's fantasizing. Meanwhile, she's sitting on a goddamn grocery bag on a wet floor outside, struggling, homeless. But she dreaming like, I don't know if that was a Lambo truck. I don't know if that was the Lamborghini Urus or whatever. I didn't get to see it all around it, but looked like some type of performance SUV. So you're dreaming you pulling up in some expensive whatever the hell car, but really you homeless. Sounds about accurate. Once again, to what Gitmo said, you don't got FU money, but you got FU delusions. Oh, that was the perfect. That might be. Once again, Gitmo got the comment of the stream today. That's the comment of the stream. Huh? See, and Leon comes back and he says about his mom, and you didn't work for a few years and he paid the bills. Who cares if he's not nice? Huh? Who cares if he's not nice? Exactly, Leon. Huh? And shout out to you for being a good enough son to be like, Mom, hey, look, hey, you could be out here with the young girls and the struggle. No, Leon, you already gave me a little bit of private details. Your mom wouldn't be in the struggle, but still, it's one thing paying a couple of bills. It's a whole other thing paying all your own bills. Huh? Well, damn. And even though Mr. Z doesn't like seeing the ladies with bonnets on, especially the young men with bonnets on, let's be very clear. This brother said a word here, Mr. Z Ramen.
You telling me I gotta be financially stable to date broke women? And they come pre-fucked? Oh, hell no. Double it and give it to the next person. I don't want it. I'm factory reset.
Shout out to that brother. That pre-effed killed me the first time I watched it. That's why I had to bring it up. Huh? They come pre-effed. I have to be financially stable to date broke women that come pre-effed. Brother, what they not telling you, there's a part of this that you didn't include. Single moms, bro. They want you to be financially stable to not just deal with pre-effed high mileage ass women with no kids. No, high mileage women with a kid or two. From a man or two. From another man or two. Yeah, they are saying that. Huh? They are saying that. That's craziness. Huh? The cost of the ladies' autonomy. That's the cost of their autonomy. The struggle is real. They don't got it. That's why I play this clip.
You can't send me no money for my hair. You can't send me no money for my nails. You can't give me no money for no food. You can't give me no money on my rent. You can't give me no money on my car note. Can't give me no money on my car insurance. Can't give me no money on my phone bill. Can't give me no money on my light bill. Can't give me no money on my gas bill. All you can give me is dick. Bitch, get the fuck away from me. That's all I want to hear is you get the fuck away from me, bitch. Because I don't want to hear shit and you can't do shit for me. Fuck, I look like out here just giving my coochie up and you can't do nothing for me. You can't buy a bitch nothing to eat. Let's be for real, like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga. Move the fuck on and move the fuck around because I'm ready to move on and move the fuck around too. Like, you say to me, oh, can I get some coochie? No, bitch, can I get some money? Fuck. So I gotta pay for cat? Yes. Yes, at this point, this pussy is for sale, bitch. You want some of it, you gotta give some money for it. I need nails, I need hair, I got bills, bitch.
And all she's doing with that is,
Please, sir, I want some more.
and she's not the only one. Even if you, once again, I played this last time. Okay, that's too in your face. That's too overt. She's cursing up a storm. It's crass. It lacks any tact or class, right? But this young lady is literally saying the same thing, but she has a softer voice and she has her makeup done And she has some nice lips. She, fairly okay looking black woman. And she's speaking like this is what she's accustomed to, right? This is what she's used to. And she's literally saying the same thing. Play the clip, Z.
And let's normalize dating with your tax bracket. If you see that a woman is funding her own lifestyle, taking herself on trips out the country, buying her dream car, living her dream life, booking her own reservations, going to the nicest restaurants in town, and you can't double that, why are you trying to talk to her? We're confused. Find a woman within your price range.
Find a woman in your price range. All that type of talk, it literally is them doing this.
Please, sir. I want some more.
She's still doing that. So yeah, she's not necessarily asking a question. She's not telling you the monkey for sale, but she is telling you the monkey's for sale. She's telling you her time is for sale, her energy is for sale. So maybe she's not as crass as the young lady in the yellow shirt, but the message is the same. Huh? The message is the same. So don't get bamboozled on the delivery, because they're all saying the same thing.
Niggas be wondering why you don't fuck with them, nigga. I asked you for food, you huffed and puffed. Can I get another nigga?
We got another beggar on our hands, fellas.
Please, sir. I want some more.
It's all the same. And this is the result, once again, the cost of the ladies' autonomy. Because the ladies are not coupled up to black men, because they want to be out there uncoupled, roguish, free agents. Shout out to Coach Greg Adams. No, the ladies said they free agents too. There's nothing wrong with that. But the men got something for that ass.
You will put other people in this organization at risk, and that organization does not want to take that risk. So you do not have this job anymore if you decline it. With any public health decision, there has to be a consequence to you not participating in that social contract.
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
We're back. My apologies, y'all. Reckless. Let's actually read this right now from Detroit. And Detroit says, and thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Look, I'm rich and poor at the same time. You know what? 75 cents will help pay all the bills. Matter of fact, oh boy, negative 34. What he says, negative $34,889.89. That's what it looked like. Look, Detroit, the reason why y'all hear Mr. Z not be so aggressive towards the ladies is because we're black and we know what the struggle is. But the ladies are not even engaging in mitigating the struggle. They're not even attempting to mitigate the struggle. You know, being on a black man's program. Deferring to black men. There's another word that we should be using other than deferring. Obeying. Yeah. And you don't have to, but then be in the struggle. Detroit, they need way more than 75 cents. The ladies are in the struggle. The cost of your autonomy, the cost of the middle finger, the cost of the struggle. You're struggling. And the economy, and as Mr. Z said, I'm going to have to do a whole luxury belief stream. This idea of being single was a luxury belief. Quite frankly, your whole idea and concept of autonomy is a luxury belief. If you really want to go there, That's for everyone, by the way. The idea, the concept of independence is a luxury belief. Ooh, goddamn, so you hurting feelings. I didn't just say for the ladies either. Particularly for the ladies. But for everyone, this idea of independence is a luxury belief. Independent who? And you live in a country with 340, 350 million Americans on a planet with 8 billion plus people. Independent. Okay, yeah, that's it. Go live on another planet. Find some way to survive, let alone thrive. Then maybe we could say you independent. But if you're on planet Earth as a human being, unless you're living with wolves, oh wait, they're pack animals. Yep, you're still not independent. Huh? Independent. Okay, yeah, that's it. Freedom, autonomy. Yeah, that sounds good. These women are they have so much autonomy, they dry begging. They on the interwebs dry begging, telling you what you're supposed to do as a man, as a black man. And then try to go at your ego by comparing you to these mythical, magical white men that are paymasters. Get out of here. Black men, the only ones that shut up. Struggling ass. We know why you saying what you saying. Flat purse. Huh? And by the way, I put the dry beggar women with the hypergamous women, I put them in the same boat. Huh? A distinction without a difference. Dry begging and hypergamy. No, you're gonna have most ladies are gonna have to put some work in. Dear ladies, ain't no free lunch. Oh, I know it hurts. And y'all gives you a second, y'all talk amongst yourselves.
wondering why you don't fuck with them, nigga. I asked you.
And we're back. Okay. So let me actually cover this because this was important towards the stream. The cost of the ladies' autonomy, once again, is the title. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. And we're going to negative liberty. Don't know why I didn't read this earlier. Negative liberty or negative freedom is freedom from interference by other people. Negative liberty is primarily concerned with freedom from external restraint and contrasts with positive liberty, the possession of the power and resources to fulfill one's own potential. The distinction originated with what's this Bentham. It was popularized by T.H. Green and Galdo de Rigaro, and is now best known from, and I didn't clip the rest. The important part of this is negative liberty is primarily concerned with freedom from external restraint. This is what the ladies are practicing. The cost of their autonomy, when you couple up the definition of autonomy, which we read earlier, with negative liberty and the definition of negative liberty, you know what you get? You get this. The general guideline for emergency that should save enough money to cover expenses. If your household expenses are $2,000 a month, for example, then your fund should be $6,000. In reality, many Americans don't have nearly that much. The median emergency savings is $600. Why are you reading this for what you said earlier, Z? If 40% of Americans can't afford a $500 emergency, then what is it for Black people, Black women in specific? Huh? What is it for Black people, Black women in specific? That's the cost of their autonomy. That's why they out here dry begging.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? That's why they're out here dry begging. All hell, Balamucho says, average is bad for them. Average is average. Adric says, the struggle is real. You hear me? Right? The struggle is real. And there's something that Getmo said earlier that I wanted to read. Give me 1 second, y'all. Oh, okay, I'll look it up and let me read this first. And I'm Waffle says, Z, Tone Talks just finished a live just now. He mentioned in passing the ridiculous dating standards of some of these women and Black Americans' gross misunderstanding of wealth. He did that last stream. He said it in pass. Are we talking about the same stream he did maybe like a few days ago? He did it again. He did another stream where he mentioned it in passing. Right. And it's very important. Let's couple that with what Gitmo is saying. And Gitmo says, I mean, keep it a buck. They say they want to build with somebody, but it looks like female extortion to me. Ding, 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 ding. Huh? And it's just not going to happen. We're not going. Huh? It's not going to happen. Because Black men's general disposition to dating concerning black women trying to get freebies for the free ski is you go pay what you owe, Santa. Shout out to the Boondocks. Huh? You go pay what you owe. They trying to get it for the free ski. It's not gonna happen.
You telling me I gotta be financially stable to date broke women? And they come pre-fucked? Oh, hell no. Double it and give it to the next person. I don't want it. I'm factory reset.
Huh? This is the general disposition of black men. If we really want to go there, increasingly more and more men across the West, the developing world, maybe the entire world, concerning coupling. The cost of the ladies want their autonomy, but they want security. They want financial security, emotional, physical, huh? And how is that supposed to work? How do you couple your autonomy with security? The math don't math. It doesn't make sense, and it won't ever make sense. Yeah. So I wanted to cover this today. The cost of the ladies' autonomy. I played a bunch of clips for y'all. Y'all got to see what the money looked like. But if you've been on this channel for any length of time, you would have already kind of had a good idea. What I emphasized here, as I've said before, the top 10% responsible for 50% of consuming. We already knew this. Now we know that the top 20% is now responsible for 3/4, 75% of the consuming in America. That's the world where single black women think they're going to be able to compete and keep up with married Becky. Single Keisha thinks she's going to be able to keep up with married Becky. And when she's not able to keep up with married Becky, she turns around and blames you, dear black men, even though she's not on your program. Because what matters to her more than that security with a couple of luxuries, if she's lucky, is her autonomy. And well, that's what your autonomy costs. Dear ladies, oh well.
Hey, yo, hey, niggas get shot every day, B. You be alright, nigga. You tough, right?
Huh? As the young man said. And y'all coming pre-effed. And y'all talking crazy on the internet.
I run a very, very strict program.
As a man,
As you should.
Only type of niggas I like is the niggas who see and do.
A real man. What's your sign?
If you and I are talking, we got about 3 to 4 months before we need to be on a vacation or take some sort of trip together.
Can I have some money? And if I say I'm hungry, do not send me no $20 to get no food.
Huh? Y'all talking crazy on the internet like that. You damn right. And what does that result to, Z? $32,000. For those of you that missed this earlier in the stream, naturally, the median annual individual earnings for black women working full-time, emphasize that, Z, working full-time year-round are roughly $49,000. We'll give them an extra $1,000. We'll say $50,000. It's not the worst thing in the world. $50,000, okay. This translates to a median of about $956 per week. So, give or take a little over $1,900 every 2 weeks. Huh? Here's the problem, though. Taxes. Uh-oh. Social Security deduction. FICO and all that other stuff. Yeah. So that nearly $2,000 goes down to what? 14, 15? When looking at all workers with any earnings, including part-time, The median figure is closer to 32 to 33,000. That's the more accurate reading, because we know not all women, not all black women, excuse me, are full-time. When you include part-time and full-time, 32,000, 33,000. Mr. Z will round up and say 35. We'll say 35. Huh? You can buy a few knickknacks with that. That's cool. If you attach to a man making like 90, 100, you got a little part-time. Okay, fine. Y'all got young kids. You don't want to be in the house all the time. You got a little part-time. You making your little 30-something thousand. That's not the end of the world. Your husband, your black husband, makes 80, 90, 100, 120. It's not the end of the world. Huh? Ladies, this is what your autonomy costs. This is the part that Real Talk with Yanni and Kim Foster, and this is why I say the outliers are doing too much talking. This is why, for all of you that wonder why Mr. Z in this quote, outliers doing too much talking, this is why the outliers are doing too much talking. Kim Foster's an outlier. I think Obsidian said something like, Kim Foster said at one point she was making some $300,000 in a year. Yeah, that sound good. That sound good. What does $300,000 in a year look like? When you compare that to your average black woman earning some $50,000 or $32,000, $33,000. Huh? The outliers are doing too much talking. And these are the folks speaking on relationship. You're earning more than $250,000 a year. Shut the hell up. What you saying sound nice. Culture fit. Yawn. You know what? I got to clip that out. We're going to make that a mainstay on this channel. Culture fit. Of course you talk. Like, the men are not the culture fit. The college-educated black women have wealth of $11,000 when approaching retirement. That's what the culture fit costs them. I bet you she got that Beamer 5 Series sitting in the driveway, though. Culture fit. See, you should have been with the man with the F-350. No, not F-350. That's a little pricey. With the F-150. That's what the men not being the right culture fit cost her. Huh? Dear Kim Foster, the men are not a right culture fit. The men aren't culture fit. Yeah, you should have been with the dude with the Chevy Silverado or the Dodge Ram. Huh? The Toyota Tacoma, the Nissan Titan, the Nissan Frontier, the Toyota Tundra, the Silverado, the GMC Sierra. That's who you should have been with. But you were so busy with the culture fit. Now your ass, college educated, 60 years old, approaching retirement with wealth of $11,000. And once again, that's college educated black women. So we don't even want to know what the non-college educated black women have wealth of. Huh? Sound good. Huh? That sound good. And you know the black women were watching Kim Foster, that clip I have from Kim Foster. And yeah, they have the right culture fit. I'm of this class. What the young lady said, stay in your tax bracket. Yeah, that sound nice. That's why I said the majority of black folks are working class, working poor, and lower middle class. Once you start getting to these upper middle class, dare I say rich, the 2-3 black people, black women that are rich, and they doing all this relationship talking, shut the hell up forever. Y'all are throwing salt in the game. Y'all are making a difficult situation even more difficult. Shut up. You know, Mr. Z feel this more viscerally now, right? But shut up. Mrs. Z was telling him to shut up before, but now Mrs. Z really like, shut up. Right? Y'all making the game even more difficult. Bunch of okay, financially okay, some better than okay ass women doing way too much talking. Huh? And y'all gives you a second. Yeah. Huh? And you gotta tell me how to pronounce your name, brother. But the brother says, the women in my tax bracket don't know they're in my tax bracket. They act like they don't know they're in it. They act like they're not in the same tax bracket as you. So are you saying you're in an upper tier tax bracket, and so you're moving kind of inconspicuously so they don't know? Or are you saying you kind of mid and average, and the women in your tax bracket acting like they part of that upper crust? Right? Either way, huh? And chances I'm out here, they all selling low key, high key. They're all selling. I agree with you on that.
You can't send me no money for my hair. You can't send me no money for my nails. You can't give me no money for no food. You can't give me no money on my rent. You can't give me no money on my car note. Can't give me no money on my car insurance. Can't give me no money on my phone bill. Can't give me no money on my light bill. Can't give me no money on my gas bill. All you can give me is dick. Bitch, get the fuck away from me. That's all I want to hear is you get the fuck away from me, bitch. Because I don't want to hear shit and you can't do shit for me. Fuck, I look like out here just giving my coochie up and you can't do nothing for me. You can't buy a bitch nothing to eat. Let's be for real, like, fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, nigga. Move the fuck on and move the fuck around because I'm ready to move on and move the fuck around too. Like, you say to me, oh, can I get some coochie? No, bitch, can I get some money? Fuck. So I gotta pay for cat? Yes. Yes, at this point, this pussy is for sale, bitch. You want some of it, you gotta give some money for it. I need nails, I need hair, I got bills, bitch.
Once again, chances I'm out here. They all selling. Hurry up and buy. And the brother says they don't know they are average. Thank you for answering the question. No Hero says no wives, just village wives. That's what it looked like. That's what it looked like. And y'all gives you a second. Y'all talk amongst yourselves. Okay, and we're back, and we're in transit. Okay, everyone. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Right. And so, and Mr. Donnie says celibate versus celibate, and yeah, no, that's true. She'll always say that, right? If she's celibate, I'll buy a bit, right? No, but it's a thing. The cost of the ladies' autonomy. And this is, by the way, this is a conversation that Mr. Z had in real life with family friends, right? With women. And I said that, and you'll be surprised how often they don't ever hear this. These non-red pill dudes don't stress this to the ladies, and I get it, free vagina or on the cheap or whatever the hell, whatever you got going on, so you don't want to mess up the opportunity. That's if you even think like that anyway, even though you're moving like that. And that's the case for a lot of men. On its face, on the surface, they'll deny us, but they moving like how we speak though. They moving how we speak. Shout out to KMS, too much pain in the system. Shout out to Lion, you don't gotta be red pill. You don't gotta be manosphere, black manosphere. The environment gonna make you move the way we talking though. Huh? A lot of folks not listening to us, they think we're weirdos. Then you peer into their dating life and they moving just like how we talk. A lot of men. We're sexist, we're misogynistic, we hate women, He-Man Woman Haters Club, all that talk sound nice. All that sound nice. Let us follow you around for a month and let us see if you're not moving just like how we talk though. Uh-oh. Huh? Let us follow you around for a month. Let us spy on you for a month, and let's see if you're not moving how we speak. Let us see if the women that we're talking about here that exist in real life, if the women you're encountering aren't moving how we talk, how we say they move. If they're not dry begging. Huh? Whether they have money or not. Huh? If they're not trying to juggle their autonomy and some form of financial security provided by somebody, namely a man, all that talk.
Please, sir, I want some more.
What single man in the dating scene is going to tell Z that that's not what they're running into in the dating scene? I'll wait. Some iteration of that. Whether she got it herself or not, whether she's doing well financially or not. Who got it in them to tell Z they're not running into some iteration of that? I'll wait. The ladies are telling us that these are their friends.
So I don't know who needs to hear this, but women are allowed to be broke. Yep, I said it. It's men that are not allowed to be broke. It's you men that are not allowed to be broke.
Something I recently learned is no matter how much you love your friends, if they're broke, do not invite them on the group trip because I'm telling you, you will regret it. I'm like, Nisi, if you don't order yourself an Uber like we all just did and get over here, she's like, are you kidding me? Like, Uber's like $50 to $60. I don't even have that much. That's all the money I was going to use to eat this week. Girl, you only got $50, $60 to eat? That's going to be one meal on the beach.
I indeed also only want to be surrounded by bitches with money or some type of motion or some type of like, I'm sorry, I just cannot be around people who just are okay with being broke. You got 2 legs, 2 arms, a mouth, and you're not ready to go get you a job, and like, it don't even got to be a lot of money. Motherfuckers get mad when you don't want to invite them certain places. Like, I'm not finna invite you because I know you can't afford it, and I'm really trying to be like a good person and not embarrass you in front of all these people because I know what your situation looking like.
I'm hungry, but I'm with my broke best friend, and I guess she gotta eat too. But I'm just so tired of having to pay for everything. Like,
I don't want to kick it with nobody that's always broke. Like, that's just really irritating, because people who be broke, like, they don't understand that they in survival mode, and they don't even notice when they be trying to use people. Like, no, I don't want nobody coming around me. You always trying to smoke up my smoke. You always trying to drink up my drink. Like, no, like, I don't want to be bothered with that. Absolutely not. And then, like, you ain't never got no gas money, like, nothing to contribute to the kick it. Absolutely not.
Once again, we hear about ladies saying they want, especially, you know, hood lingo, hood vernacular, right? They want a man with some motion. But your homegirl is saying you don't have any motion. Are you ladies sure that you're speaking about men and saying men lack personality because you're the one who actually lacks personality and you're looking to be entertained? Like he's some monkey or court gesture? Because when we ask your girlfriends, they be like, it's her. She like the motion, she like the charisma, she like the personality. That's why she wants a man with it, because she don't got it. You get to hide your character flaw behind men? Mrs. Z just described like 90% of women, 95, 99. Huh? Yeah, ladies. How many ladies did I just describe? Huh? Oh, we out of here. We out of here. Got it. Okay. Right. And this is for Lion. Lion asked me to play the Edward Anderson clip. We got the Edward Anderson clip. By the way, for all of these struggling ass black women looking for paymaster, we're just gonna send you another direction.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shang Tsung. We got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is, they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
And Courtney Lee says they claim they have so much money. I know what they claiming, but they don't got it. And even other black women are reporting that they don't got it.
Because ain't nobody trying to be 60 and broke. I'm going to keep it a buck. The data in this chart sucks, but there's hope. So the data in this chart suggests that black women who have a degree but are single at 60 have a net worth of $11,000, which, as we know, that's just not enough to live off of. Whereas if you're married and have a college degree at 60, you have a net worth of around $424,000. And the reason why I say this sucks is because I don't particularly like something that is beyond my control to be able to impact the quality of my life. Like, it's literally not within our control if we're married at 60. I mean, we have influence on that, but it's like, it's 50-50, right? It takes two to tango. And so that does suck. However,
this careless and quite frankly crass attitude that black women in general have about being the most single and the most overweight is, in my opinion, more alarming than the stats themselves. Who gives a F? You should give an F. And I'm going to give you one reason why, among many, which I will be reporting on shortly. One big reason has to do with money and the life that will go on as you age. Black women, single, college educated, at age 60 and older, carry a median wealth of $11,000. In contrast to black married women, $424,000. White unmarried women, $384,000. That's how the stats are laid out, y'all. So what does this mean? Simply put, it means you will age poor. You are not going to have any money. So the life that will go on is going to be rougher than you think, and more people are going to be crying than you'll admit.
I'm going to Borg in a little bit if I'm not ready, but we'll just repeat ourselves. This is not to down the ladies. This is not to mock or make fun of them. But this is to say this is the cost of your autonomy. This is the cost of you not getting on a black man's program. Ain't no equality. God damn, see, you said that. Let me say it again. Just in case I'm boring. Ain't no equality. In intimate heterosexual relationship, there is no equality. You on a black man's program or you out here. Point blank, period. Just in case Mr. Z was Borgin, I was probably Borgin. There is no equality in heterosexual relationship in the black community. You on a black man's program, or you struggling, or you won the lottery ticket and you got a good college degree and you got a good career and you're doing okay as a single black woman. That's the beginning and end of it. God damn, Z, it's that simple. It's that simple. We gave you the 60, 70 years experiment. How's it going? Oh boy. Well, they got their autonomy. Not really, because they still got to wake up for work. Oops. They still got to listen to those white and non-black bosses. Ugh. They got their independence. Not really. What does it look like to be independent in a country with 340 million Americans? Goddamn, the majority of them anti-black, including black women. Ooh, goddamn, so you said that out loud. I said it out loud. Huh? This was a nice little 60, 70-year experiment, and the results are in, and it said you failed. You didn't really get your autonomy and independence. You didn't get the money. Goddamn, what did you do? Mess up the kids? Oops. Huh? You know what you did do? Mess up the kids? Huh? Mr. Z seen the clips. We'll cover it eventually with a brother standing outside of the clubs and the bars and he having people read off the damn postcard, right? The note card, better yet, not postcard, note card. And they can't read. Mr. Z thought he used to be fumbling and bumbling over my words, reading some of these live stream comments. These people can't read for real, for real. Huh? So we got men and women who can't read in the black community, namely the women, who cannot read, but they looking for the baller man. As Indigo says, hashtag out here in the elements. These ladies are out here in the elements, in the struggle. Many of them cannot read, but they know they want to be pushing a G-Wagon though, or a Lamborghini Urus, a Range Rover. Huh? The Benz GLE, the one with the swoopy roofline. Huh? They know they want that. A Tesla Model Y. Huh? They know they want that. BMW X5, BMW X7, GLS Benz. They know they want that. Huh? Sorry, I said that wrong. GLS Benz Maybach. The Maybach GLS Benz. What's that saying at, like $250,000? Something like? GLE Coupe. Thank you. Thank you. All right. For those of you, that's the swoopy roofline SUV, the Benz. The Beamer got one too. They both look ugly as hell to me. BMW got one too. They got the X3 with the swoopy roofline. They have the X5 with the swoopy roofline. Yawn. Made for women. Goddamn, Z, what about if men got it? Ooh, Z, made for women. God damn, you said it again. Don't be that guy, Z. Don't be that guy judging people off of what they drive. You goddamn car chauvinist. Huh? Exactly, the X4 and the X6. Thank you. Thank you, No Heroes. Huh? Yeah. The ladies want these type of SUVs, these type of vehicles, SUVs, because we don't do cars in America, and we definitely don't do station wagons, even though these SUVs are just tall ass station wagons. Got your ass. Oh, shout out to all the people that don't do station wagons. They don't do minivans and they don't do station wagons, although half of these SUVs look like goddamn minivans and lifted station wagons. Can't read, messed up the kids, goddamn ladies. Haven't realized that this goddamn SUV craze America been on for the past 30 some odd years. 20 some odd years, definitely 30 some odd years. Well, 30 some odd years, definitely 20 some odd years. It's just lifted station wagons with 4-wheel drive. Huh? Y'all not actually buying body on frame SUVs. Y'all buying crossover SUVs. Messing up the whole goddamn car market for all of us petrol heads. Huh? Leon said SUVs are minivans. You hear me? That doesn't mean there's not SUVs that Mr. Z likes. I'm not a whole car chauvinist like that. I'm just saying we're adding to this by saying, would the ladies' autonomy cost everyone? And it's crazy because I'm passing by what's this? The Audi Q5 with the swoopy roofline. Huh? What I'm saying is, would the ladies' autonomy cost the entire society? Because it's not just the autonomy, it's the autonomy without accountability. It's the autonomy without the immediate consequences that we would deliver to men if men were moving the way many women move, most women. Huh? If men were moving the way most women move, the consequences would be immediate. And because there are either no consequences for the ladies, or the consequences are not immediate, we get wayward women. Huh? We get wayward women. Well, welcome to hell, everyone. It's not the women's autonomy. It's not even the women's freedom on its face. It's not their independence on its face. It's that immediate consequence. Huh? I know, No Heroes. And No Heroes says the roof lines are called coupes for SUVs, right? Genesis already got them. They got it for the G70. And No Hero says Genesis will be making them too. Yeah, the GV70. I think there's a coupe SUV version of the GV70, the swoopy roofline. Right. Els Active says Gen A and Gen B gonna have a real bone to pick with millennials, especially the women. I agree. Right. Adric says Escalades are minivans. Who knew? Not the Escalade because it's body on frame. It's body on frame. It's a body on frame SUV, and it's built off of that same chassis, that same platform that the Silverado is on, the Tahoe, the Suburban. So the Escalade is a truck-based platform, right? So all that, the GMCs, with the GMC Sierras, I think, all of those are based off of that same chassis. So the Escalade is really an SUV, right? It's a behemoth. It's a boat. Even though the Escalade V is pretty damn fast. But yeah, light truck. You hear me? Yeah, but all of them. Yep. Leon says, I like station wagons. My dad was going to buy the Porsche station wagon until he saw the maintenance cost. Then he bought the new Corvette. The Panamera wagon, I like the new Panamera wagons. The first gen Panamera was absolutely hideous to see. The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I know all the rappers were talking about it. Yawn. Oogla. Just because it's a four-door Porsche does not mean it's an attractive vehicle. It was not. I'm sorry to all the car heads that thought the Panamera, the first generation Panamera was a good-looking vehicle. No, it was not. This is all opinion, by the way. So, we could disagree. It was hideous. It was the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Y'all liked it because it was a four-door Porsche. Yep. Huh? Yeah, I seen that one too. The A3 series on stilts. The Beamer too. There's a Beamer it's like it looks almost like a lifted coupe four-door, but it's just a weird looking, I think it's like an X4 but like almost off-road trim. X4 four-door. It's a four-door. Okay, for those of you that don't know, BMW did this. Goddamn Z, you about to make this a car stream. A few minutes, everyone. The coupes are even numbers. The sedans are odd numbers. So the 7 Series four-door, the 5 Series four-door, the 3 Series four-door. Then you have the two-door for the 2 Series. That's the 2 Series two-door, right? The 4 Series is for the two-door, and then that's it for the Beamers. But what Beamer does is, and this is gonna sound so crazy. There's the sedan, there's the coupe, then there's the four-door coupe that also has an even number. Wait, what? Z? Sedans are odd numbers, coupes are even numbers. They say the same platform, but the four-door coupe is an even number like the two-door coupe. I know, everyone. I know. I know. Right? So go to what L's Active said about the A3, the 3 Series on stilts. There is a Beamer, the X4, and I think it's a X4 coupe, four-door coupe. Yeah. So yeah, everyone. If I'm not mistaken. So anyway, that was our little car deviation of us going off topic. Wrapping up everything, the cost of the ladies' autonomy is going to be them dry begging. It's going to be them struggling. It's going to be them not having money. It's going to be them trying to piece together situations with men, right? Keeping their autonomy and having some type of, or at least sustaining themselves with discounts here, a situationship there where you slide in her a few dollars, tricking, right? And it is because the environment is absolutely crushing. But this is the cost, and you're going to watch millennial women go through this. You're going to watch Gen Z women go through this. As L's Active said, Gen B and Gen A and Gen B, Gen Alpha and Gen Beta, you're going to watch them have real major issues with Generation Z and millennials, but definitely the women who never got married and who brought them into the world without being married or getting married and then getting divorced. And you're going to watch these generations of women dry beg.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Huh? So y'all prepare. Huh? Leon says, FZ, you owe us 5 car streams. Should I make the car stream a public car stream or a members car stream? For the members, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the car stream a public car stream. And then we'll cover angry women as a membership stream. That'll be the membership stream. Right. So we'll do that. Huh? And Gitmo says, so prepared to be blame Jermaine. Yes, that was always going to be a thing. But I would also say be prepared for women to pretend like they're on your program. I will say for those of us 40s, 50s who are going to be in those of us in our 30s, 40s, maybe early 50s, as you approach your 40s, 50s, maybe early 60s, I don't think it's going to even take that long, by the way. Be prepared for a whole lot of women that would have turned their noses up at you just 2 and 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago. Be prepared for those women to give you a whole lot more compliance. Huh? Be prepared for those women to give you a whole lot more cooperation. Huh? Yeah. So the blame Jermaine was always going to be a thing. And those same women are still going to have a bit of attitude. But the struggle is real. Huh? So on that note, everyone, we will pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. Please hit the hype button, thank you button. Shout out to the replay gang, right? So on that note, everyone, y'all have a great, well, we're not Friday yet. I was going to say great weekend. So we'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content for the love of God. And Mr. Z out. The cost of the ladies' autonomy, everyone.
Please, sir. I want some more.
Oh, yo, Mike, that's you? That's crazy. Remember you said I wasn't gonna be shit? That shit so crazy, man. Like, lamb drop in the truck. You ain't got no car on the foot. Ah, tell that, nigga. What is you talking about? Drop in the truck.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Oh, yeah,
You are now listening to Mr. Z Blackneffect.